what the hell is going on with Sony? Sony out here with this new controller. Apparently, they got a patent for this controller. I don't know if this is true, but I want to talk about this because a lot of people are talking about it. Give my thoughts and opinions on it. Sony done lost their mind, man. PlayStation 6 DualSense 2 may lose all physical buttons. Apparently, there is a patent out there for a new controller that Sony is making, and it's supposed to be like all touch and no buttons or something like that. I don't even know how to look at this and think this is a good idea. Let's look at this article. Shout out to engamegpu.com. And this is insane. Sony, shout out to Maximum Bolston. Sony has filed a new patent application describing a possible concept for the DualSense 2 game controller for the PS6 console. The device's key design change is the complete absence of traditional physical buttons, a D-pad, and thumbsticks. Instead, the entire face of the gamepad is a solid touchscreen surface with digital controls. Now, listen. I don't want to believe this. I don't believe this is true. This can't be. This got to be some joke. Even if this is true, this got to be like some secondary controller. Ain't no way they're not going to come out with with a console with a controller without these things right here. They gotta have buttons. It ain't no way this is a thing. It can't be. These are the diagrams on it. This looks insane. I will not be using this if this is the case. No way. Absolutely no way. The proposed technology allow users to dynamically change the control layout while in use. Players can customize the placement, physical size, and shape of virtual keys, tailoring the interface to their specific hand size or game genre. The controller is equipped with specialized pressure and temperature sensors, allowing the system to accurately distinguish between accidental finger touches and intentional input. This is doing too much. They're throwing money at something that do not need to be there. See, there's one thing not to have physical discs. Now, there's another thing not to have physical buttons. This is a waste of money. I don't see no way that this would be something that's even viable. You have to understand, people play games that are mostly pressure sensitive, platformers, fighting games, first person shooters, third person shooters, 3D platformers. Most of these games are, pressure sensitive. I don't see how this would work unless if you're just not touching the buttons at all. This is crazy. I don't understand it. Y'all let me know how this worked for y'all if y'all ever want to use it. You think it's a good idea. Furthermore, the device can automatically recognize its owner upon picking it up and instantly load individual user profiles. So with that being said, it's going to take your fingerprints and your handprints and say, hey, this is VF. I'm going to put this controller to my profile. That is actually scary for them to have that type of information on you. But hey, if you love gaming this much, you deserve everything that comes along with it. This solution is aimed at improving overall gaming accessibility and providing improved ergonomics. The application confirms that the company's ongoing engineering research, but does not guarantee that this technology will appear in the final commercial version of the device. I don't see this being a thing. I do not see this is something that they're probably playing around with, seeing what they can get away with, or seeing what they can do with the technology. But there's no way that this will be the initial. This would not be the initial controller for the PS6. There's nothing wrong with this. Keep it like this. There's nothing wrong with using something like this and just change it up a little bit. Have the buttons there. Have the touchpad there. You're good. Listen, I already said that I'm already on the bandwagon of the all digital thing when it comes to PS6 because of my library that I already have physical. I don't need to add more to that. I already took a stance on that. But listen, if they're doing this, and if this is going to be like the original controller, I'm going to be looking for a third-party controller immediately. I don't know how I will play a game like this. Now, this is another thing. I've played games that were semi-touchpad. Let's say, a tablet game or a game on your phone. I've used the touchpad. It was just not enjoyable. That is something I cannot do, and it's something that I never, experience to be a good thing. I always thought it was something pretty terrible. The only time that type of stuff work, like if you're playing Angry Birds or Flappy Birds or any of those type of mobile games, but to play, let's say for instance, if I'm going to play Uncharted 6 with something like that, you got to be out your damn mind. If I'm going to be playing another, let's say, I doubt if this is going to be a thing, Days Gone on the new Days Gone on the PS6, that would not be happening. Any other game like that, no way. I would not be playing a game like that with the touchpad. It just doesn't even, it won't even feel like viable to do. I don't know what these companies are thinking. This stuff like this is getting outrageous. It's bad enough you want to take us to a place where we have digital games. Now we're going to have digital buttons. Listen, this gotta be something like a prototype or something like that. There's no way. I will be looking for a third party controller immediately. There's no way I will be using a controller like this. This is something I don't think I will ever get used to. I don't think I would. And at that point, if they have this controller and certain games have to use this particular controller to have the complete experience, count me out. I have enough games to play for the rest of my life. I don't need to play a game under those conditions. I can imagine what it'll be like without no thumbsticks trying to play NBA 2K. I can imagine what that'd be like. Could you imagine how that would be? Could you imagine how that would be trying to use, this controller playing a sports title that you usually use thumbsticks with? This is absolutely insane. I don't know where they're going with this. This is stupid. This can't be the final project. It can't be the final product. Ain't no way. And if it is, I will, like I said, I'll be looking for a third party controller immediately. There's no way. Hopefully this controller will be able to be used on the PS6 because I will be doing that. Ain't no way. So let me know what you guys think. To the people that it don't affect, because you got people out there. Gaming things that happen, it don't affect me. I'm always good. You can find how do you feel about this? Are you like me? Are you going to get a third party controller? Ain't no way I could play a game like that. I don't think I can. This is kind of outrageous actually. But hey, maybe this is something to playing around with, and maybe this is something that it could be a extra accessory or something. Because I just don't see this being at the forefront. This is insane. So let me know what you guys think. Are you on board with this? How do you guys feel about it? Me personally, yeah, I can't do it. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.